So today I want to do some deep stretching. And I'd like for us to begin by in our seated pose. So let's cross the legs. And I'd like for us to just begin with the breath. So, breathing with your belly leading. I want you to breathe in and press out, fill up. Exhale, release. Good. Give me 2 more belly breaths. Breathing in, pressing out, filling up. Exhale, release. And give me 1 more belly breath. Breathing in, pressing out, filling up. Exhale, release. Very good. So I'd like for us to begin. We're going to keep the left knee bent, but extend this right leg. And now, if you have a pillow, you can kind of grab one. We might need this to support underneath of this knee, but I want the bottom of this foot right up against this extended leg. We're going to slide the hands down the leg and hold. So each of these we're going to hold for 10 breaths. So let's breathe. And we're at about halfway through this time. I want you to hang in there with me. 3 more. 2. 1. Excellent job. Now let's walk the hands up the legs. I want you to bring your palms together in front of your heart to take a deep belly breath, drawing your spine tall. Exhale, release. Good job. Now we can go ahead to the other side. So we're going to extend, bend into this knee, bring your foot to the inside, and maybe your leg doesn't lay flat. That's all right. You can bring a pillow here to bring this leg as flat to the floor as we can, bottom of the foot on the inside of this extended leg. And again, we're going to slide the hands down, coming to a fold. And I want you to hang out here with me for 10 breaths, taking our time. And we're halfway through the time. I would like for us to hold. Good, 3 more breaths. Two. 1. Excellent job. So we're going to slide the hand up the legs. Now I'd like for us to come into a wide angle seated pose. And we're going to try to get the legs as wide as we possibly can. Very good. So let's bring the hand right in the middle. We might need a pillow here. And I want you to walk your hands as far forward as you can. And we're trying to draw the chest to the floor. And we're going to hold this for 10 breaths. Now, notice that the longer we hold this, the deeper we're going to come into this stretch. So let's hold. 10. And we're about halfway through the time that we're holding the pose. 5 more breaths here. Two more. One more. Excellent job. Now we're going to walk the hands back so that we can come into a seated pose. I want you to bring your palms in front of the heart. Another belly breath here. Exhale, release. Very good. Let's bring the legs together side by side. Now I'd like for you to walk your hands towards your feet. So we're going to walk the hands towards the feet into a seated forward fold. 10 breaths here. And as we hold this, I want your belly to come closer to the thighs. So let's hold. Five, and we're halfway through the time. See if you can fold just a little bit deeper. 3 more. 2. 1. Excellent job. So we're going to walk the hands back. I want you to plant the hands behind your hips, fingers pointing to the back of the mat. Bend into your knees, and we're going to go ahead and step the feet in. Now, I'd like for you to press down and lift up your hips. Good. Now, we're going to walk the hands closer so that we can start to pick up the heels and point the knees straight in and down. So I want you to hold this for 10 breaths. Breathe. See if we can bring the knees down to land. With 5 more breaths. And we can lift up the chin to open up the heart, press the chest up. 3 more breaths. Good, 2. Very good. 1 more, and then we're going to pick up the head. Good. Pick up the knees. Drive the hips down and have a seat. We're going to extend the legs. Good. So we got a little bit of a heart opener there at the end, so we're going to rest in a fold. So walk the hands towards your feet. Go back into a seated forward fold. 2 breaths here. One more breath. Excellent job. Now we're going to walk the hands back in. I'd like for us to swing the legs around so we can come onto our hands and knees for tabletop. Very good. Now in tabletop, I want you to take the right leg out to the side. We're going to make sure your foot and your knee are in place. I want you to go ahead and bend into your elbows, come down onto your forearms, shift the hips back, and we're going to feel a deep stretch. I want to hold this for 10 breaths. Let's try it. Breathing deeply. And I want you to make sure that the foot is sealed and that we don't have the toes up. We've got the inside sealed. Good. 8 more breaths. Excellent job. And we're halfway through, so I want you to go ahead and press the hips back a little bit more. 5 more breaths. Good. 3. 2. 1. Excellent job. Let's come back onto the palms, bring that knee in, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So extending the leg out to the side, making sure that the inside of the foot is firm to the floor. Let's bend into the elbows, come down onto your forearms, Shift the hips back and hold again for those 2 deep belly breaths. Press the hips back. Good, halfway through, 5 more breaths. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. We're going to come back onto the palms. I want you to whip this knee back in, and let's fall back into child's pose. Walking the hands forward, forehead comes to the mat. Child's pose, 1 breath. Excellent job. Now I'd like for us to press against the mat so we can come up, hands and knees, and palms to heart center. Very good. So on your next inhale, let's step your right foot in front with 1 movement. I want you to take that foot and step it to the side of the mat. Good job. Palms stay sealed in front of the heart. We're going to bend into the knee and sink the hips down deeper. And then pick up the heel. Heel comes down and press right back. Good. Slide your foot in to make it a little bit easier. Good. Pick up your heel. Bend into your knee. And then press and come right back. Good. 1 more. Pick it up. Bend and hold. 3 breaths. 3, 2, 1 more. 1. Excellent job. Bring that heel to the floor. We're going to bring that knee in and bring your feet together. Excellent. I want you to give me a deep belly breath as we stand. I want you to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to take a big step forward. Step. Bring that foot to point to the side of your mat. Excellent. Let's bring the hips down. Hold. Step and come back. Excellent. Now we're going to slide this foot in to make it easier. Pick up the heel, bend into the knee, sink down. Press and come back. Heel lands. Good. Let's do that a few more times. Heel lifts. We're going to bend and sink. And then come right back. Good. This time we're going to hold. Last time, pick it up. Bend, sink. 3 breaths. 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. Bring your heel to the floor. We're going to bring this knee in and bring your feet together. Nice job. Hands land for tabletop. And I want you to bring your hips towards your feet. Walk the hands forward. Child's pose, 2 deep belly breaths. And I hope you're still feeling a lot of warmth. I want you to notice that we have not gone up to stand. This is going to be a practice that stays on the ground. So give me 2 more breaths in child's pose. One more belly breath. Excellent job. Inhaling here. Now we're going to come back onto the hands and knees for tabletop. Good job. And then we're going to go into frog pose. And you may need some pillows for this. So I want you to grab at least 2. We're going to bring the knees wide. And I want you to bring the inside of your feet to the floor. Meaning that we're going to turn the heels in. Just like this. And start to slide the legs wide. Now, you can use a pillow to come underneath of the knee. But what we're trying to do is to make sure that that heel is to the floor. Both heels turned in. When your legs are in place, we're going to come down onto our forearms. And I want you to shift the hips back as much as you can. And this is when we're going to hold for 10 breaths. So this is very intense. Be ready. Let's do the best we can. 10 breaths here. Excellent job. We were halfway through. I want you to focus on the breath. 5 more. 3. 2. 1 more. 1. Press back a little bit more. Good job. Now we're going to come on to our palms. And I want you to bring your knees in closer together. And then we're going to go ahead and swing the hips down to have a seat. So that was super intense. We're going to take a little bit of a break. So let's extend the legs into our staff pose. I want you to walk the hands towards your feet. Go into a seated forward fold. I want you to give me 3 deep belly breaths here. 2. 1. Excellent job. So walking your hands back into place. I want us to balance a little bit more. So bending into your knees, plant your feet. Wrap the arms underneath, and I'm walking my fingertips to really grab hold of my elbows. And I want you to step your feet in a little bit closer. So the goal here is to balance the feet. And I'm going to do that. If you look at my back, I'm going to bring my belly forward. See that belly comes forward, and then the feet float up. Now, I want you to hold this for 10 slow belly breaths. Let's give it a try. Ready? Let's begin. Now we're halfway through. You have the option to stay here, or maybe you want to start to extend a leg or 2. Maybe you want to extend both legs. It just depends on where you are in your practice. 3 more breaths. 2. 1. Excellent job. We're going to softly bring the feet to the mat. Unwrap the arms. Slide the heels forward. Walk your hands towards your feet and go back into the seated forward fold. So I want you to rest here for 3 deep belly breaths. Try to bring your belly as close to your thighs as you can. 3 breaths. 2 more breaths. Excellent job. Now I want you to walk your hands back, bend into your knees to plant your feet, shift your hips towards the heels, roll the back flat, and then I want you to extend the legs. Now we're going to go into legs up the wall, and I want you to have the option of either holding your hands behind to support the legs in the air. Now, if you want to add a little bit more challenge into this pose, you can float your arms to the side. You can bring the arms straight up, just like the legs. You could bring the arms back over top of the head, floating them above the head. Any way that you'd like as far as your arms in these positions, you're going to be strengthening your core. So I want you to make sure that we're making that 90 degree, that we're not bringing the legs in too close or bringing them too far out. We want to make sure that everything is aligned. Good. Now, wherever your hands are, we're going to hold this for 10 slow belly breaths. So let's begin. Now, we're halfway through, and I want you to focus on the breath a little bit more. Breathe deeply. Three. Two. And give me that one last breath. Excellent job. Now we're going to bend into the knees, wrap the arms around the legs, hug it in, rest your arms, rest your back, rest the core. 2 breaths here. Good job, and one more belly breath. Excellent job. Now we're going to unwrap the arms, bring the feet flat to the floor. I want your arms to rest by your side. I want you to step your feet in. We're going to press the feet down, lift the hips up, walk the feet in so we can come onto the toes. So heels are up. Let's lift up the hips and hold this. 5 slow belly breaths. 4. 3. 2. Keep those heels up. Excellent job. Now we're going to bring the heels to the floor and bring the sit bones to the floor. Pick up the feet, draw the knees into the chest, wrap your arms around the legs. Keep the arms wrapped, and we're going to rock from side to side. Excellent job. Give me 2 more rocks. And 1 more rock. Very good. Now we're going to rock to the side. I want you to gently begin to press yourself back up into a seated position. We're going to come back into our cross-leg pose. And I'd like for us to rest the hands on top of the knees. Let's sit nice and tall. Give me 2 deep belly breaths here. One more belly breath. Excellent job. Inhaling here. We're going to circle the arms wide. Palms come together over the head. Exhale, let them peel away. Good. 2 more. Circle the arms wide. Palms touch. Exhale, let them peel away. Excellent. 1 more. Circle the arms. Palms touch. Hands come to heart center. Namaste means the God in me honors the God in you. I am truly grateful for your practice this morning. I hope you enjoyed that deep stretch. And I look forward to seeing you again next week on Tuesday. Let somebody else know. Would love to see you. Thank you. God bless.